Guys, your boy T-Dub with Blazing Sports. Hope you guys had your morning coffee, or maybe you're in traffic on your way to work. Well, guys, your boy T-Dub with Blazing Sports. It looks like he is back. That's Amir Khan. All right. Man, I would say this. This is a fighter that a lot of people, either they fall on the side of, yeah, Amir Khan, or they fall on the side where they really don't like Amir Khan. But if you ask me, when I look at Amir Khan, this is a guy that has tremendous talent. One of his best talents is his speed, but his kryptonite so happens to be on his face, called his chin, guy. But, it is what it is. The guy does have very good skill. It is always an entertaining fight. The thing you wonder is, when he is fighting somebody, is if he can take a punch. But, guys, STW is at work. Stepped away for a brief second. I had to look up because Amir Khan was talking about a big announcement. He even did a press conference to announce his big announcement, which I really wasn't sure why. But, why a fighter would do a big press announcement. Why not just say, hey, I'm switching, blah, blah, blah. But I do understand that it's marketing, drawing attention to yourself, and then drawing attention that you're going to actually fight. So here's the thing, guys. Amir Khan, let me just give you the gist of it, before I get into my thoughts or my, personal things or whatever. But let me give you the gist of what happened on what I was able to gather. Looks like Amir Khan is back with Matchroom. He signed with Eddie Hearn. It's official. I'm going to give you guys an official return date from what I'm hearing. It may change, but it looks like Amir Khan will be back in action April the 21st in the Echo Arena in Liverpool. And from his own words, guys, I can kind of understand a little bit. He hasn't fought in the UK in the last 5 years. To get the British fans and the Sky Sports fans behind him, and I can understand it, because if you look at, his last fight, when he stepped up way up the plate and fought Canelo, and Canelo did something like a great baseball player in American history, Babe Ruth. Canelo pointed to center field and pretty much tried to knock Amir Khan there. Maybe Amir Khan's body fell, but his soul definitely reached center field, 455 feet, somewhere in the area. But let's get back to it, guys. He hasn't fought in 5 years back in British. I understand that, to get that home support, when you're coming off a loss like that, you haven't fought in close to 2 years. And a couple of things with Amir Khan, that kind of held him back was, one, he got knocked out. He was chasing the Floyd Mayweather fight that didn't happen. He was trying to get the Manny Pacquiao fight that didn't happen. Kell Brook has been calling him out some kind of way. That fight didn't even get down to negotiations. And, this time is going by. And then you got this personal thing going on. You got, I hope I'm getting this right. I'm not trying to get something wrong, but I believe he said his wife was cheating, and then his wife was cheating with Anthony Joshua. So he had a lot of personal things going on as well in those 20 months, on top of not being able to fight, not fighting the fights that he wanted to fight, and just not fighting, period, just to stay active. So now he's going to return back to the UK. He's going to fight April the 21st. That fighter has not been announced yet. A lot of people have been talking about Adrian Broner might fight him and other fighters. But let's see. What else we got, guys? Okay. It is a pretty big return, because he plans on fighting 3 times in 2018. Of course, the one in April 21st, that one's going down. And I believe he plans on fighting somewhere around September, and he wants to have a super fight in the winter of 2018. So that's somewhere anywhere between, probably it has to be December, maybe November, even though November is not winter, but possibly somewhere in December he'll return to a fight. And if it's a super fight, I'm thinking it has to be either somebody with a title or a past legend like Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao, which Mayweather probably not. Manny Pacquiao probably be a little bit more realistic. But guys, what do you think about that? T-Dub Blazing the Sports. I'm gonna get into a little of the people who they said that he might or who they're going to shoot for. And I'm not going to lie, guys. If he can fight the people on this list of names, and if he can get victories over all these people, he will for sure make a huge mark back into boxing. He will most likely even take on the #1 spot. If he can fight these guys back to back like that, you know, obviously you can't fight one year and then take 3 or 4 fights and fight another one this year, because age will catch up with everyone, especially when you have a lot of speed. Manny Pacquiao is a name that's on their list as potential opponents. Kell Brook matchup many want to been see for a while. Keith, one-time Thurman. Earl Spence Jr. and Adrian Broner. If you had to do order, you would probably go Adrian Broner, Manny Pacquiao, and then any one of the other top guys. Maybe Kell Brook, and then maybe go after maybe an Earl Spence or a Keith Thurman. But you never know. You can actually mix and match those names how you fit. But if he can beat those names that I just named right there, guys, Manny Pacquiao, which probably be one of the first fights, because Manny Pacquiao lost, and he's out doing this Senate thing right now, so he's not full boxing mode right now. But it looks like that's a fight maybe they're still talking about, or maybe just a fight they want and Manny don't give 2 flying F's about. Manny Pacquiao, Kell Brook, Keith Thurman, Earl Spence. Guys, Earl Spence is on their hit list. Earl Spence Jr. I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of boxers out there, a lot of welterweights, and Earl Spence Jr. is not on a hit list. They might have Brandon Rios on a hit list. Danny Garcia might be on a hit list. Keith Thurman's on some people's hit list. Not knocking Keith Thurman. He's just a champion, and he's considered a top dog. And he's on a lot of people's hit lists. He's on the hit list. Jeff Horn is on a lot of people's hit lists, and probably some other people. Just naming a few. But Earl Spence Jr. just one of those people that's not on a lot of people's hit lists. Maybe potential opponents that they might be forced to fight, but not on a hit list. But guys, what do you think about the big announcement? What do you think about the future for Amir Khan? Are you excited to see Amir Khan back? Are you like, guys, the dude should have just stayed retired? I know I've been watching, or I haven't been watching, but I know I've seen, at least in the past, people talk about how they really don't care much for Amir Khan. And I can understand both sides of it. And I can understand the people that die-hard fans of Amir Khan. Like I said, if you ask me, I respect the guy's skills. I mean, he has tremendous hand speed, he has good movement, and he will be able to give a lot of these boxers problems. But his downfall is, no matter what fight you watch, I don't care who he's fighting. He can be fighting Grandmama. You looking to see if Grandmama, once she land a flush punch on his chin, if Amir Khan can take it. And you look at the hit list, guys. No, Manny Pacquiao doesn't have the power he used to have, but you know what? He still got pretty decent speed, and he still got a pretty good pop. If Manny Pacquiao can land that lick, what would Amir Khan do? Kell Brook, if Kell Brook can land that lick, and Kell Brook has pretty decent speed. He doesn't use the ring fluently with his feet a lot, but he has a pretty nice pop. He's a very skilled boxer. Keith Thurman, we know Keith Thurman got power. He hasn't had a knockout in the last few fights, but that still doesn't stop him from having power. If he can slow down Sean Showtime Porter, who is a pursuer, and you have to, and he didn't stop Sean Porter, but he slowed him down enough to edge out the victory. He has pop. We all know Earl Spence Jr. has pop. If you don't believe me, go ask Kell Brook right now. If you don't believe me, he's got pop. And I ain't talking about a soda either, that sometimes in the South or sometimes up north, they call soda pop. And I'm not talking about that. Since I was raised in both, I can call it soda or pop some days. But I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the guy you call pop at home either. The guy has a nice touch. When he hits you some kind of way, it rattles your brain and you might fall. Adrian Broner on this list, and I like Adrian, but this would be one of the safest fights when you're looking at power at the welterweight limit. Adrian Broner had a lot of power before he rose up. But the thing is, when you're coming up like that and you fighting guys naturally bigger, and you didn't really allow yourself to actually weigh in at that weight, not weigh in, but what I'm thinking about, grow into that weight, so your muscles, your strength, your speed, everything has time to develop and naturally be a 147-pound fighter. That's one of the things that I don't see him. I see Amir Khan having a little bit more success and less worry-free against Adrian Broner from getting in pot with that good shot. But the thing is, Adrian Broner, depends on what Adrian shows up. That's the thing, guys. We don't know what Adrian's going to show up. I repeat, I do not, under no circumstance, want the Adrian Broner that fought Mikey Garcia to show up. He didn't fight like he wanted to make contact. He didn't fight like he wanted to hit him. He fought like he really wanted to just touch, and stay at a true distance. We need an AB back to use that time and use that good counter right hand. Use it. That's for AB. But you know what? That's a whole nother video, and I will get on that another time. But guys, your boy T-Dub was Blazing the Sports. This is my breakdown for what my initial thoughts as I step away from my desk. I make a quick thumbnail. I put it up. I take a time out from work. Time out. Time out. Come over. Try to find somewhere to be free. A lot of times I'm not, guys. People be walking past me. They see me. They're like, T-Dub, what are you doing? You know, because I'm all animated. It's crazy because you guys can't see me, but I'm very animated in person, what I do. And sometimes people be at vending machines, they just look over at me like, what is this guy doing? But just to run down the gist of it one last time, guys. Amir Khan has signed back with Matchroom. He is not with Al Heyman. Looks like he lost. Al Heyman lost a fighter. Amir Khan is a pretty good fighter. I don't care how you look at it. I don't care the jokes I make about him. The guy has skills. He has speed. He has this decent footwork. He can counter. The thing is, his kryptonite is a bad kryptonite because it's setting right on his face. He's going to fight April 21st, Echo Arena in Liverpool. That's going to be live on Sky Sports. He plans on fighting 3 times in 2018, once in April, once in September, and then a super mega fight in the back end of 2018. What I'm going to say to Amir Khan, my final words, Amir Khan, if some kind of way this reaches you, maybe somebody passed it on, is that I want to see you do well, come back and show us, make the sport interesting. You back at 147 pound does add star power to the 147 pound division. What you do with that star power, what you do in the ring, is totally up to you. This is your boy T-Dub, what's Blazing the Sports, and we're out.